guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm gonna be reacting to a video called Amsterdam 18th Century Ship. Okay, I didn't know that they had ships that old. I mean, obviously they exist, but I didn't know they had, ships that are still standing from the 1700s. But I don't know in what capacity the thing's still standing. But let's check it out and comment, like, and subscribe. Which one is it? Everything looks so modern. Where's the ship? Oh, I see it! Yeah, it's very, of course you'll see it. Yeah, it's crazy. Oh my god, and is this the actual ship? It's not a replica? It's gotta be a replica, right? I don't think the thing's still standing after 300 years? 300 years? 200 years? 300 years? I can't do math. I'm sorry. No, it's gotta be a replica, right? Is that a sculpture of a person? I'm seeing a person there. Not an actual person in real life. The sculpture. A figure. I don't know, it's kind of smaller than I was expecting, but because, I don't know. I don't know if it's wrong for me to say that it's smaller because I wasn't expecting anything actually, but I think it just looks very, I don't know, I guess that in that particular time period, ships were bigger, but this one looks normal. As normal as a ship can look like from the 1700s. This has gotta be a replica, right? I refuse to believe this is the real thing. It looks in particularly good shape. So unless this never sailed, this can't be the real thing. Look at all those, yeah, the planks of wood are perfect. In perfect condition? No. I love that every visitor, apparently you can just go there and chill in the ship. It's not as if they're always restricted. No, you actually can literally just walk there. Oh, they have. Is that a cannonball? Oh my god! It's no way! They're firing the cannonball! Oh my god, I love this. This is awesome. Oh, okay, yeah, for one second I thought the ship was moving. No, the ferry is moving. Obviously the ship, it's not moving. Okay, from this angle, it looks high. It looks quite high. I take back what I said about the thing being small. I don't know what this is the captain's cabin. I don't know. It's bigger than I was expecting. I don't know, it just looks quite spacious. Maybe it's because there's no furniture. I'm wondering about the kitchens. I want to know what the kitchens look like. And the bathrooms. Do they have bathrooms since the 1700s? In a ship? I have no idea. Okay, this one looks quite rusted. I bet that's the original one. There's so many parts of the ship that I have no idea what they are, how they're called. I think I have to brush up on my nautical knowledge because I have no idea what those things are. Yeah, okay, from this it's big. How many people were there supposed to be, in the here? Because I don't know. Oh, that's the dining room table. Oh my god, guns. Is that a musket or something? Oh no, these are the rifles. Is that a rifle? Actually, I have no idea. A gun. Bombs or grenades? Oh my god. In this office, the captain checks the ship's course with his t-shirts with the help of instruments. Yeah. He keeps the ship's journal, sends us yeah. Oh, there are toilets in the quarter galleries. Oh, okay. There are toilets. Yeah, this is the captain's cabin. This is the penthouse. Of course, it's probably, yeah, it's the biggest one. It's the prettier one. Oh my god, but how small were those? Then was that an entrance? It looked quite small. Those furniture, I bet those are the original ones. They are gorgeous. I'm loving all that wood. It's beautiful. I want to see the toilet. Oh, of course, they didn't have clocks. They had the sand thing, and there was the compass thing that I have no idea how they navigated the ocean with it. But yeah, sure, that's what they did. I'm wondering about the water as well. Drinking water, they had barrels, I would assume. Actually, and where was the sailing? Oh my god, it's huge. Oh my god, the wheel is huge. Oh, they had hammocks. Oh, that's nice. I would have gone there. I would sleep in the hammock. I don't need a cabin. I have no idea what those things were. Oh, and it has windows. Oh, yeah, of course, the captain's cabin had those, the windows. It didn't occur to me for some reason think they had the windows. I love the windows. I don't think ships these days have windows. Right? I'm trying to think about modern ships. I mean, I guess they have windows, but I'm trying to think of, I don't know, I'm thinking of a cruise ship or something. You have a balcony sometimes. And a small window, but it's not like this. This is very house-like. What is that giant sort of, I don't know, tube? What is this? It's just a thing that's protruding from the ship. What is that? Okay, I loved it. I do have, maybe it's because again, I don't really have a lot of nautical knowledge, so I'm a little bit lost here. I would love to know because again, with that thing that they showed at the end, well, they didn't show it, the ships like this. They had this sort of, I don't know how to explain. There's just this wooden, I don't know, column, but it's vertical and I mean horizontal, and it's just big. I don't know what that thing's supposed to do. Is that, do you put a sail there? Oh, is that the one where they have to sort of put it in this vertical sort of position, and then they put sails, and that's how they used to sail? I have no idea, because again, I don't know. I'm not a sailor. I have no idea. But I have a lot of questions. So ultimately, what I come around, it's okay. I love the ship, incredible, amazing. I did saw some parts that I'm thinking were the original ones. But it's just a replica, right? This is a replica of an actual ship that was built in the 18th century. I can't believe, because again, my brain does not compute. I refuse to believe a ship like this actually sailed as an, I don't know, went somewhere. Because I think one thing about the ocean is that it's really, that salt and that salty water. It's not nice on the wood. It's really, it destroys everything. It rusts metal. It's a really destructive thing, as in, the salt water and the ocean itself. So things are not, if you have something near the water, near an ocean, not obviously at a lake or something, but if you have something near an ocean, it's gonna destroy it basically. Any piece of furniture, the wood, the metal, doors, everything is gonna be, they're not meant to last a long time. If you have something, again, if you have them near this ocean, near an ocean water, as in the ocean. Although come to think about it, because obviously this is it's Amsterdam, but it's the Netherlands, and I know they build the canals and stuff. So maybe this isn't actually salt water, as in ocean water. Maybe this is fresh water. Do not quote me on that. I have no idea. But maybe that's it, because obviously they built the canals, and maybe they were like, no, we're gonna put fresh water. I know how you would do that, especially in the 18th century. But maybe they did. So maybe it's not a concern, and it's just water, and maybe it's less destructive, I think, in things. Maybe that's the case. Again, I do not know, but it would surprise me greatly. My point is that it would surprise me if this was the original ship that sailed whatever, even if it was a short trip, still, things when you use things, especially things, means of transport, and they last 300 years, 200 years, they're going to get, they're going to show signs of being used, because obviously that's, again, we humans transform things, and time transforms things, because that's the nature of time, that's the nature of things. So this looks in perfect shape, in perfect condition. So again, I'm a little curious to know what's the story behind this. Maybe the ship itself was, technically it was the original, but a lot of things, a lot of parts have been replaced and were replaced, with time, because again, they got a little, the wood got rotten, and again, they got destroyed. So they've been replacing, and they replaced different parts throughout the years. Maybe that's the case. That's the only thing I'm thinking. Well, maybe that would make sense to me. And so technically it is the original ship, but it's been remodeled. Well, not remodeled, but it's been, the suppliers have been replaced and stuff. Obviously, the whole actual layout of the ship and stuff, obviously that has been maintained. But the other parts that, of course, were rotten or destroyed, no, obviously we had to replace those. It's sort of a Theseus ship. It's, how it's the same ship. I don't know. But the other, because there are certain parts that would be. At first, I thought, oh, it's a replica because it looks perfect. This seems as if it was built yesterday. But once I looked at, there was a telescope, and obviously the furniture. I think would be the easiest thing to say, probably, because you would get that from anywhere else, and you would just, you would transport it here. And I think that would be the easiest one. So yeah, no, they're in perfect condition. But for instance, that telescope situation that you had with it, it's in to the whims of nature, and you have sun, you have rain, you have the water, you have the wind, you have the salt, you have a lot of things. So of course it's going to show the most signs of wear, and it definitely did. I mean, it was super rusty, but still, for something that was built in the 18th century, I mean, perfect condition. Yeah, of course. Is it perfect? No, but the thing's been there for God knows how long. Again, 300 years. The thing's been, again, you're going to expect some signs of wear, but that looked incredibly perfect. If that's again the original one, oh my God, the thing was made to literally last hundreds and hundreds of years. The actual logistics of the ship, I love, because apparently there was a little, obviously I guess if you go there, there's a little tour. Yeah, because I'm gonna guess, because there were some people just shooting the cannon, which I thought that's crazy. I don't know that, again, if that's the original one, probably not. Still kind of well. I obviously it's everything sort of well. The conditions are well, they do this on purpose, and the conditions are kind of, it's not dangerous. Everything's controlled. It's a controlled environment, but still, it's kind of wild that they're just shooting a cannonball. Probably not, right? They're just turning, I don't know. I'm trying to think. I don't know how the logistics of this work, but I'm a little bit, oh my God, I can't believe they're shooting this. It's kind of crazy. But yeah, of course, I would imagine they give you the tour. I would absolutely do this. I think it looks very fun. It looks awesome. I love the cabin situation, because I was wondering about the people that the sailors. Obviously, you have the captain. How many sailors technically have been there? Because it looks kind of small, but at the same time it doesn't. I think it's just crazy. I can't wrap up my mind around, is it big or is it small? I have no idea, because the captain's cabin, obviously it looked big, but they have preference. There's this captain, obviously they have a lot of things. They had a dining table, but I guess that's the captain one. I don't think they showed us the whole where, but all the other sailors were there, when they had dinner or meals. Do they have them there? Or apparently there's a servant's quarter, I would assume. Again, I have no idea what kind of ship is like. Maybe it changes by ship. It's depending on whether this was a ship that was supposed to carry, I don't know, barrels of, I don't know, or it was, I don't know, what's the purpose of travel. So maybe it depended on this. Maybe there were no servants' quarters or a lot of sailors. Only the team that obviously takes, they had to maintain the course and stuff. And obviously the cook and the cleaning. Do they have cleaning equipment? Well, no, right? I'm trying to, I actually have no idea if they had, a cleaning team back in those days, or everyone was supposed to, who scrubbed the floors and who cleaned the dishes, washed the dishes. I don't know. But, what did they do with clothes? Probably they didn't. That's the fun part. Clothes, no washing machine. They didn't wash their clothes. But as in for you have to clean the floors, you have to wipe the floors, and obviously if someone has to do the cooking, and they have to wash those. Maybe the cook took care of that. Again, no idea, no nautical knowledge, but I would be very, I would have loved to see that part as well, because this looks like, oh, this is a fancy part, but I want to see how the other half was living in the ship. But yeah, I think my favorite part was the furniture. I think those captain's quarters looked quite good. I think it was very spacious, which I think I was not expecting, because I think maybe it's just me, but when I think about ships and especially old-timey ships, I'm thinking, oh, everything was super crowded and everything, everyone sort of, it was, there were, it wasn't I think it wasn't, I would imagine it wasn't super the nicest of conditions, but maybe it's because I'm thinking of other types of ships, immigrant ships and stuff. And again, it wasn't the greatest, oh yeah, it was a vacation, what a beautiful way to travel. No, but of course, if this ship was a different type of ship, this was obviously, I think it was older than those immigrant ships that I'm thinking. So maybe it's, the whole thing was different, but it looked quite spacious, which I was surprised about. It's, but this looks like, I don't know, an apartment. This could easily be an apartment in this day and age in a big city. But yeah, I love the furniture. Would love to know more about it, and if it was the actual furniture that the actual ship had, or they just brought these from some other place. Obviously, it was in that same time period, but they just brought this there to actually make it, to make the decor a little bit, for you to see how the things looked like back in those days, or were those the original part of the ship? And of course, the ship itself is a replica, is it not? So again, would love to know, because it's mind-blowing to me if this is the actual ship that they used to sail anywhere, basically. But that was it for today, and I'll see you next time. Bye!